Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to Middle Earth. Welcome back to the presence of Mr. Gerollad, and Beast is who we have today. Now, you may have questions. One of them may be, why is Beast back? And the answer is, I'm not going to be doing any content that requires combat as far as I know today. So I figured I'd pull him out and, give him some love. Now you might wonder if I'm ever going to do that to this raven. And the answer is, I don't know. Possibly. You might also be wondering why we're in the Shire. We're in the Shire because I had to go visit my personal house to see if I had any ore. I didn't, by the way. That would be useful for what we're doing, which is crafting. Or, prospecting. I'm going to be running around, basically looking for mineral deposits to get my prospecting up, which I will then, of course, get my jeweling up. I don't know how much I'll accomplish today, but we have to make up for lost time because unfortunately we did not decide, by we I mean I did not decide on a crafting profession until I was basically level 15 or 16. So I missed a lot of the groundwork here, which is typical for me in MMOs. That's kind of how I operate. I get comfortable with my class, comfortable in a good groove, and then I go back and do crafting. In fact, to be honest, I'm starting things a little earlier than normal. But that's because I want to, lay a good foundation, which is good because I'm prospecting. And yeah, so we're just gonna leave the Shire homesteads, which is where we are now, and go straight to the countryside at large and look for deposits of hopefully a lot of bronze. I'm sure it'll be primarily copper. Okay. And we have a quest that is our level. How do I feel about that? What is this?
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Oh. Well, not particularly interested in that right now, but it's good to know that there's a way to get a few extra decorations. The game currently has no shortage of decorations. So, introductory quest reward decorations, they're going to be pretty common. Everyone's going to have them, and if you want to stand out, which of course you do, then I would, find something a bit more nuanced. Nothing by way of ore yet. That's a little distressing. I have no idea, by the way, if the Shire is a good place to do this. I think I remember it being pretty good because actually, so here's the thing. On my main, I got to level probably 80 something when I decided I wanted to change my crafting entirely. I went from a historian to a weaponsmith or armsman, which meant, oh, wait, are you aggressive? Answers that. That's not necessary. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I've got a deed though. You know what? Let's do it. Backpack space or bag space, be damned. Let's just go for it. What was I saying? Oh, so I changed my crafting profession very late in the game, and I ended up going back and leveling prospecting and weaponsmithing from the very beginning, starting in the Shire, and I did it in such a way as to coincide with the bingo content, which I had not done. That was actually some of the most fun, if not the most fun I've ever had in this game, is going back to these old areas, which for me, as someone who's played kind of off and on, was, I hadn't been to some of these zones in years. So going back to these older zones, going through them with bingo and just crafting, it was almost addictive in how relaxing it was. I would say that was what got me back into this game, because I really had taken quite a long break. That's going to be the story tonight, by the way, just rambling. There's not going to be any content. I won't be doing a lot of reading or anything like that. By the way, it is Friday, December 30th of 2016 right now. So there's a chance, and I say this because I've already heard it a little bit before the stream started, we might be listening to what sounds like gunshots, but is actually just fireworks going off a day early. Not quite sure why that is, but I guess some people wanted to get the celebration started as soon as possible. And I do live in a fairly urban area, so let's see. You know what I'm doing is I'm following the quest guide marker from up here without even trying to, without realizing I'm doing it. I'm actually going to take that and let's untick it. I'm sure that this is frustrating to experienced viewers who know exactly where to go to get, maximum exposure to the nodes, or just frustrated by the fact that I'm not using my horse. But efficiency in Lord of the Rings Online belongs to combat, not to general gameplay. I've never seen rhubarb in the real world, but I can't imagine it's that large. Ooh, lag spike. I feel like I should be closer to Mickle Delving. I think the fields near there are basically crawling with minerals. Excellent work, Beast. See, I can't even bring myself to pull that crow out, or the raven, pardon me, for something like this, because I just don't want to listen to it squawk. I really despise the cries of those creatures. Oh, not watching my map. I find it very frustrating that I don't gain any prospecting experience for actually prospecting. I only get it after the fact. Which of course begs the question as to why I'm doing it this way. And why I'm not just buying the ore off of the auction house. And that is actually a question to which I do not have a good answer. So I might actually run into Mickle Delving and check the auction house, just to see if the prices are reasonable. I doubt they will be, though. Mainly because my jewel crafting is going to involve bronze rather than copper for the most part, I think. I think it kind of goes either way. Let me check. Yeah, copper and get copper shavings. So, yeah, it'll be fine. Ooh, I've already got some jewels. Look at that. Or some precious stones, anyway. Yeah, I get... Copper's fine. I think I'm running off the old system. The crafting in this game has been through so many iterations. They're constantly trying. It's really the only thing in the game that is being consistently streamlined, which is not a complaint, by the way. I actually like games that others consider to be over complex. I adore, for example, the legendary item system. You'll never hear another LOTRO player say something like that. By the way, we're drinking Samuel Adams Cream Stout tonight. Smooth, sweet, and roasty with notes of dark chocolate and coffee. It's very, very good. It's not a microbrew by any means, but I'm not willing to go the extra mile to, be a proper hipster. You're not gonna kill the dough, eh? Devastated. I devastated the corpse of that wolf. Right. A little bit of fidgeting here. Oh. Not what I wanted to do. Bear with me, folks. Okay. Sorry. I am still joined, as always, by Jasper, the fake gamer cat, who I have to try to keep under some measure of control. though usually it's a fruitless endeavor. Here we go. Bungo Chub, Clover Diggins, and Amber Whitfoot. Bungo Chub, gosh, that's unfortunate.
Just a moment.
All right. You're drifting way too close to the beer, cat. Okay. We're looking for copper ore. Chunks of God. 7 gold for 80 chunks of copper ore. No, we're not doing this. We will get our ore just as God intended, out of the ground. All right, Beast. Could be in for a long expedition here, but you know, it's no Wigan Pier. All right. I think I may bite the bullet and ride my horse through this, because this is going to be a bit grueling otherwise. The very poorly color coordinated horse, at least with my outfit. Yeah, I'm not getting near as much ore as I expected to find in the Shire. I mean, we're here now. This is where we're gonna stay, but I remember when I first started playing this game, I didn't know as much about Lord of the Rings as I do now, though I was still a huge fan. I remember being so surprised that, first of all, that there was such a place called Mickle Delving, but also that it was the capital of capital. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it was the primary city in the Shire, and it was not, in fact, Hobbiton, which I would have expected. I don't know why I would have expected that, and it's not like it isn't spelled out in the books, but it's just such a passing detail. Yeah, they're definitely going heavy on the fireworks at the moment, so apologies for anyone who thinks that I'm being shot. Whoa. I don't know why I find it so bizarre to imagine, but when we get the new expansion for Mordor, and we get, I presume we'll get a crafting tier increase. Something about mining ore in Mordor just seems very bizarre to me. But really, any casual experience that can be had in that area is going to feel strange at first. Though we will, of course, get used to it. There's so much speculation that can be had about how exactly we get there. I would like to see us sort of take a long detour from, because currently, and this is not really a spoiler if you know the story of Lord of the Rings, but currently the player is with Aragorn at the camp outside of Mordor, where we will eventually assault the Black Gate. But it would be a shame to only be able to explore Mordor post Sauron's demise. So I would like, and there's no, it would be a little bit of a stretch for us to be part of sort of a scouting party. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be that strange. More interesting to me would be maybe a sort of personal, something that takes place outside of really even the knowledge of Aragorn and Gandalf. Maybe something to do with Galadriel, since we've used Galadriel to push the narrative in other situations when we had to take a kind of a bizarre turn from what we were doing, because she's kind of a seer, right? She has premonitions and she knows things that nobody else will know, and she can call on us in ways that others can't. So maybe have her send us into Mordor via Frodo and Sam's route. Now that would be interesting to me. That would be my preferred way to do it. Have us climb the stair, and deal with Sheila. Though I'm sure I would hope she'll be at least an instance boss, if not a raid boss. But yeah, going into Mordor via the route that Frodo and Sam took and being able to kind of explore that way. Yeah, it's still obviously not lore friendly, but I mean, what really is in a game like this? I mean, our involvement has always been really, really stretching things. So I think this would be perfect. Wolf Den, huh? Alright, Beast, go kill some wolves. Let's get this D taken care of. You will die by lightning. Wolf leader. Ooh. That's interesting. Reminds me of that creature from the Neverending Story, whose name I can never remember. Grimmaul's Tooth. Well, what particular value is that, though? just go ahead and take that out. Is this still copper? Yes. We're going to hang out here for a while because I enjoy the music more. Yeah, so I'm very excited for Mordor. I'm not really in a hurry to get to it, just because I like this stuff to be dragged out as long as possible. I heard someone, I forgot what her name was, on the LOTRO Reporter podcast. One of the hosts was saying that they're excited about getting beyond Mordor. And I don't understand that sentiment. I hope that there will be plenty to do beyond Mordor, but I'm in no hurry to finish the core narrative of Lord of the Rings. That's really the thing that drives me. And if they could drag it out for as long as possible, that would be great. Not that I'm saying the core narrative itself ends with Mordor. I know it doesn't, but still, the climax is the climax. That's another reason, by the way, that I don't want to go into Mordor with Aragorn, especially in a post-Sauron version of Mordor, because I really would love to have us in a way that is not just via session play. I would love us to be able to be there for the final showdown in Mount Doom with Frodo and Smeagol. Obviously, we can't be involved, but if we could just be there. I think Needlehole up here to the north should have someone who can repair my pathetically weak pickaxe, which I need to get replaced as soon as possible with a better model. How are we doing on ore, by the way? Oh, jeez. 55 light hides. Why do I still have these? 58 pieces of ore. That's pretty good. We're making progress. If there's a crafting station in Needlehole, I'll probably go ahead and see what I can do with what I have. You're doing great, Beast. keep the scary frogs in check. Oh, hold on. Oh, can I even get up there? Yeah, okay. This is one of the things that I love about resource gathering in the crafting professions is that you just keep following the trail of resources and you end up in little corners and nooks and crannies you didn't think were accessible. I mean, I don't have the right craft tool for that. That damaged, really? Jeez. What do we have here? Defeat slugs in the Shire. Oh no. Okay. Is there gonna be a forge up here? Looks like it. Maybe not.
How may I be of assistance?
Well, you can repair this. You can repair all this. Alright. And lock it down. Lock it down. Secure pace. Lock that down. I feel like I should be saving these things and at least selling them. Some of this stuff for dye, but I just can't be bothered. Alright, and I want to get rid of the... It's just not that interesting. Let's go ahead and equip it though. Agility is not much less useful than might, but let's see. Show locked. Because I want to get rid of light hides. Yeah, we don't care about these anymore. Sell. And is there not a forge? Really? We're forgeless. Oh, that's fine. Give me more time to get more ore. Where is the nearest forge? Workbench, farmland, 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 ovens. That's frustrating. Let's head to Brock and Borings. One of those spots has to have a forge. Plus, I just kind of want to go to Brock and Borings. Are there any buffs that I might want to use that aren't combat related? What I'm asking is, are there any speed boosts? No, okay. competition. Now we have a problem. I'll take this one. He seems to be taking a route as well. So let's go this way. Let's check Hobbiton for a forge, and then we'll head north if we don't find one. That way I'm not just following the trail of my competition. I remember how excited I was about the apple doors, because the apple doors are mentioned in the book. I believe this is the path. I believe the apple doors, this is actually the path they took out of Bag End and crossed the bridge, like a piece of, like a wood bridge, if I'm not mistaken. I could have sworn they crossed a wood plank of some sort, but I could be wrong. Ah. No. I don't remember. Oh. Glad I thought of that. I should have done this at the beginning. There is going to be a series starting. A close reading of Lord of the Rings that takes place on Twitch by a gentleman named Corey Olson. You may be familiar with him. He's known as the Tolkien Professor. If you watch any of the content produced by the developers, they'll often do interviews with him. He's actually the leader of my kinship that I'm in on Landreval. Well, he's going to be doing a sort of weekly... Basically, he's going to go through a chapter a week of the Lord of the Rings, and it's going to be a sort of a discussion and lecture about the chapter, and then him and anyone else in game, and he's going to alternate servers weekly, so everybody will have the chance to participate. We'll be able to go into the game with him and basically take a tour of the area discussed. So, needless to say, I am beyond psyched. I'm considering on the weeks that I don't, that it's not done on this server, and possibly even on other weeks, I think I'm probably going to host the event on my stream. So if you're watching this on YouTube, that's twitch.tv/burglarrensom, Rensom, RENSOM. I'll put a link in the description for this video. And if I can find the published information from Corey Olson about the event, I'll try to link that as well. But I highly recommend anyone who can participate or just watch after the fact. It's going to be really, really awesome. I completely forgot to stop in Hobbiton, didn't I? I got carried away talking about the event. That's fine. Lore friendly jump. Alright. So, another workbench. Why? What? Do hobbits just not forge things? I believe there's a perpetually replaying love story that goes on over here. Yeah, here. Nothing is quite as Ardo. Oh, jeez. I can't follow it. They basically have a little conversation that ends in, I believe, a wedding proposal, but I could be wrong. Oh, or there must be a forge in Brockenborings. I mean, there has to be. You're gonna tell me there's one forge in the Shire? There's our workbench, and there is our forge. Excellent. So, all right. So, 40 ingots works for me. Make all. And now we play the waiting game. This would be a great time for a sort of Q&A. I really should have saved the spill about Corey's event for this, because this is going to be a long process. Well, look, we're 10% of the way there already. Needless to say, I don't expect to be streaming again in the next few days. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. And then, of course, New Year's Day. It's possible I'll be on New Year's Day. I don't usually do much besides recover from the night before. Looks like I may have underestimated, or overestimated, I suppose, how many ingots, or how much copper I need for these initial tiers. Let's see. So we're still running red line right now for the lore master. Just from advice I've been given in chat, I really do feel like I'm going to end up wishing I had done Keeper of Animals, which looks like just another DPS line, honestly, but more focused on pets. And then I guess this is a support line. Now, I was surprised to hear that this is still basically viewed as a DPS class, but then, I mean, are any classes viewed as actual support classes anymore? Except, of course, the captain and healers. But I don't consider healer a support. I consider it its own thing. Of course, my craft tool's broken. Jeez. Isn't it? Can't I get a new? Can I just buy one of these from? Now it's jeweler. What do you have?
Good
You have
day.
decent tools here. Yes, you do. I'm gonna buy those. I'm gonna sell my old ones. Oh, I don't think I can do that actually. Jeweler's tools, inferior jeweler's tools. Do not want those. Now, where can I find an inferior pick? Is it one of these?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Smithing hammer. Probably the same.
What do you
thing.
need?
Smithing hammer, yeah. It's not hopeful. Suppliers, perhaps? Chub, another chub. What a name, Chub. No offense to any body in the audience whose name may happen to be Chub.
I'm pleased to be of service.
Yeah, sure you are. I need a new pick. Where is the supplier? Is there not a supplier here? Because that would just be great. What are you? Are you the supplier? You just
Good
have a
day.
name? No? No. Better grab the...
What do you need?
Oh, wow. That is nice. I should get me one of those. I don't think I've ever actually seen a player with a kite, which is surprising. I was wondering if maybe there was a supplier, but no, there's not. Alright. Do it the hard way. Jasper, you're going to need to make a decision about how you're going to lay here. Okay, good. So we've finished tier 1 of Apprentice. Now we need to move towards Mastery, which we're doing now. I do want to get this done. I don't want to come back later and do Mastery. I do have every intention of finishing it now. So we will be doing a little bit more searching for ore, but not as much as I expected to do. And of course the title, Apprentice Prospector. I've never, as far as I know, ever seen anyone use a crafting title. Well, that may not be true. I imagine using a guild, a Master of the Guild title would be, if nothing else, good advertising for your services. When you're a Master of the Guild weaponsmith, people will hit you up. Alright, so that's good to go. Alright, so jeweler. And that's writing my workbench. And jeweler's tools. So first we're going to do our gemstones. They don't really earn any more experience than anything else, which is kind of silly. I feel like it should. These aren't 6, but this is the key. See, this is what I mean by streamlined. So I can go through and make these actual items to be used. Well, that's not an insignificant item. But I'm not gonna make any of this for myself. I don't really think I need to. Wow, morale, that's good. A little bit impressed by this stuff, to be honest. But you can make actual jewelry and receive 6 experience per item. The gemstones give you 4 apiece, or the shavings gives you 8 experience. The shavings can then be reprocessed into ingots for 8 more experience. There is a diminishing returns to this process, but yes, you can just go back and forth until you run out and level up. It's just a way to just get through these early levels. Copper, flint, runestone. Oh, for rune keepers. Yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and hide this so we can. I haven't seen the jewel crafting animations. Oh, nice. Oh, that's not what I want. Huh. It's a very fancy table you got there. Were you keeping that in your pocket, Gerollad? Oh, good. 36. We're making our way. Here we go. Turn that on. So for the you get 4 shavings for 2 ingots. You get 1 ingot for 4 shavings. So you lose 50% of your productivity in 1 round. Seems like a lot, but as you get to lower and lower amounts, I mean, you're losing. It's really. You'd be surprised how many times you can divide this. I may very well get to mastery just on this. Do I have it? I don't have any recipes, do I? No. Because I thought I did. I thought I had a bunch. Yeah, here. Journeyman jeweler recipes. Alright, let's see what these are before I go further. Because this might be interesting. Really? 3 of the same one? That's just great. Well, had to be agility, didn't it? Ooh. I should probably use this. Alright, so we've done our shavings. Now we have 21 ingots we can do. And so on and so forth. Ad infinitum. Not true, actually. Not even close. What I'm really hoping is that I'll be able to make some decent jewelry. I mean, that's pretty good. Honestly, I mean, it's not quite as good as what I have, but a critical version of this, which I'll get that from mastery. I'll show you. Look at this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to make some of these because this is pretty good. 19 maximum power. Come on, that's great. Yeah, definitely gonna try to do that. That's garbage. Alright, let's try to get this necklace done. So for that we need the chunks of gray rock salt, which we have 4 of. Here we go. Now this is definitely going to damper our ability to level, but it's fine. It'd be worth it to have a good necklace. Failed. Failed again. Really? Come on. Dice roll. There we go. Look at that. Heck yeah, I want to bind it to me. Do I care about anything else, really? Critical rating's pretty good. I think that's probably plenty for now. I don't want to waste too much of my copper. Yeah, just look at this. I'm at 258 out of 400 already. This is pretty good. And it's a lot easier when I don't have to keep redoing my or repairing my tools. I really need to find a better pickaxe. Alright. I can't believe we're actually going to make it. And there we go. I now have mastery of apprentice jewelry making, jewel crafting. Okay, so we still got this to do though. So we're gonna still have to go around and do more digging.
Hello.
Well, hello there. Apprentice metalsmith. Why did I save this? Copper ore we can get rid of. Do we still have shavings? Copper shavings. I don't think anything needs these. Maybe some recipes I could find, but I don't think it's going to really be worth saving. Yeah, we don't want any of this. Repair. Alright, let's get our pickaxe. Look at the durability so low already.
Hello.
Unacceptable. Unacceptably low. Alright. And off we go. Let's go this way. What do you think, Beast? Was that fun or what? Guess I relax. I'm sure you splashed around in this water a bit. I know, Jasper. Silver. Ooh, journeyman crafting. Alright, well. Might as well move on. I didn't think there was journeyman crafting nodes in the Shire. I really do think I want to rename this horse. I don't dislike that name, it's just I always rename my horses. Well, this is a strange little setup. What is this, for debate club or something? Alright, hold on. I need to check something here. So, journeyman. Yeah, bronze. I didn't run into any bronze at all. And now I'm running into all this silver. Meaning I didn't find the rarer version of the apprentice ore at all, but I found plenty of the journeyman version. What is this? Master Apprentice Jeweler. It's a strange title, Master Apprentice. Has sort of a assistant to the regional manager vibe to it. I like the bridge fields. They're another one of those areas that are just sort of there. They don't have... You're not going to spend a lot of time out here questing. And I really appreciate superfluous zones in games like this. Darn it. Well. Still dealing with journeyman nodes. I'll take them while I'm here, but it's not really what we're after. And of course there's so much more of it, right? Alright. One thing I like about Jasper, the fake gamer cat, is that he's not apathetic about Lord of the Rings Online. He does watch the screen, and he will attempt to swat at usually Gerollad himself, but often other things that appear on the screen. Which can be frustrating sometimes, but right now he's just content to sort of peer over the back of his shoulder at it. Keeps me on my toes. Alright, so where are we on? We're just finding the wrong ore. We need to move on. Whoa, okay, not that way. We need to find... okay, Jasper. Apprentice ore. Copper. We're looking for copper. Is that the... Where am I? Yeah, that's the... Brandywine Bridge, okay. Will I make it? Is it even possible to make it? No, it's not. Alright, I spoke too soon about Jasper's good behavior. Come on, kiddo. You know, I'm not a huge fitness nerd. I am actually in decent shape, but and I do enjoy exercise. And I wonder how much I would enjoy living in a society where you're expected to be, you know, fairly pudgy. And, you know, you got to eat a lot all the time. And it was expected of you. I think I would enjoy that quite a bit. Because I like exercise, but I like food more. What a nice little pond. Oh, good, a new deed. Well, why not? Defeat harvest flies in the Shire. Okay. The yell height. I wonder what sort of stories hobbits make up about these sorts of ruins. I mean, they can't possibly know much about Numenor. Good work, Beast. Quite a few of these guys consolidated into one area. Come on. Am I really at the festival grounds? Why does it say the festival grounds? This is decidedly not festival grounds. I mean, I guess technically there are some festivals that take place at Maggot's farm, but alright, let's go back this way, Beast. Alright. Is that a player? It's a nosy hobbit. I believe we should be near... There's a spot in the Shire where Frodo and Sam and... Was it Pippin who was with him at the time? I don't remember. They stopped... They met a group of elves. And there, yeah, right here. Here it is. Abandoned Elf Camp. This is where they... Sam met his first elf. They had their little feast and... Yeah. You imagine it would be a lot bigger, but... You know, nothing is to scale. clearly Frodo and Sam, after dinner with the elves, they cleared out all the ore from the surrounding hillside because I'm not finding anything. Alright. Is there another player? Because there just can't be this little by way of ore. I mean, there's nothing. How can I traverse this entire length of real estate and find no ore? Apparently, the Took family settled where they knew the ore was. Look at that. You're going to be alright. Be more specific, Jasper. Ooh. Yikes. Where are we on copper? 19. Ugh. It's not great. Is there a more efficient way? Copper ingot, copper infused ore. Oh, it's obsolete. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing good right now. All right. Ooh, good. The ore nodes definitely seem to be condensed into certain areas, which I guess is good, but it would be nice to have them scattered about a little more randomly. Jasper. There we go. $27. It's not a bad place to be. Yeah, let's see where we can. Well, we're gonna have to repair our tools anyway. Let's head to Mickle Delving. Getting all kinds of. Apparently, I should have stayed around town the whole time. Alright. We're gonna have to solve this crying cat problem, so bear with me one moment. Okay. He's in a better place now. No, he's in the other room. He's fine. Okay, this is the Mickle Delving official crafting area. Where we should be able to... Ooh, supplier. Maybe the supplier has a
Is
pickaxe.
there something I can do for you?
You could sell me a pickaxe. Cooking yes, here we go. Farming tools, forester's axe. Should have a decent... Prospector's tools. Yes. which means we don't have to repair the garbage that we have equipped. We can trash it. Wait a minute, I cannot do that. I can absolutely do that. Whoa. Alright. Well. Okay, there we go. I had needed to be out of the menu. Minor details. I wish I had a crafting experience increasing something, but I don't believe I do. I certainly don't. Yes, it would definitely help to have a processing option in prospecting, and I'm almost positive that exists in later tiers. It's just for some reason doesn't exist in early tiers. It's a shame that critical success doesn't give you extra experience. At least I don't believe that it does. No, it doesn't. 31 experience. Wait, hold on. That's not quite the same thing though, is it? Well, that's a shame, isn't it? 264 out of 400. And of course it's a shame because I think that's where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. Really thought we would finish that, but that did not happen. But next time, Beast, we'll get this done, get it over with, move on to not greener pastures. I believe next in line is for us to enter the Lone Lands. Let's check that, actually. Yeah, speak to Sardan, who will want me to go to the Lone Lands. Great Barrows. I really want to do these. This might be our next stream, to be honest, is group content, but it depends on if anyone wants to do the content. This we're not worried about. So yeah, we're going to be heading to Lone Lands next time. I will catch up on the crafting, but you know, that won't take long. I'm excited. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I will see you sometime next week.